New Year!
Happy New Year.
All right, this hangout is live on air, and wanted to start off by welcoming those that had the time and made the time to join us this morning. This hangout is continuing on during our holiday time because people wanted to still have it, and when we made that vote, it was confirmed that we were having a hangout. And so, being the one that's starting the hangout and creating the hangouts, we're here.
Mhm.
And we have our diehard marketers with Lucinda and with Sharon starting it
And
on.
JJ,
And
don't
JJ,
forget yourself.
that's right. Thank you. And it's these little things that make the difference in our own minds and in our own hearts about what we want to do and where we want to go. And so I just wanted to let you guys know we appreciate you guys being here for anything that you have to contribute or share for today. And for those that aren't here yet, and for those that wasn't able to be here, we say Happy New Year and hope that the replay will be of benefit to you this whenever you have a time to view it. Also, wanted to thank those that was contributing, continue to contribute to the Facebook group. It's been very delightful to see those that have ideas and comments and things that they wanted to contribute to the Facebook. So, and thanks for those that give feedback and those that review it. The announcements basically is that we wanted to continue on to plan on starting next week. If we have Darren available, or if not, then um, we'll figure out something to be able to train on next week to initiate the process of hitting our goals for March 30th, right, guys? Because that goal will not go away.
Yay. That's a
March,
good thing.
yeah, March 31st will not go away. It'll just get closer. So I guess what we can say is payday is getting closer.
Yay.
Yes. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to start off by that, letting you guys know that's basically what's been happening. Rory Wagner chimed in yesterday and said that he had some work to do today, so he won't be here today. And he wishes everybody a happy new year, and to you and your family. Rory Jones chimed in also, said that he might be here, but he's ill and he doesn't have a voice, so he said he might not be here today. Uh, but
Also, Anne has been ill since before Christmas. So she said
oh,
she had to go to the hospital and everything. So she's
not
still
good.
recovering from that. But when she gets back on her feet, she'll be back with us.
I just was going to say that it's just we're fortunate to be able to be well this season because it is a time that you know it's cold and it's not easy to stay away from the little colds like that and stuff like that. So thanks for the blessings that we're here today. Um,
Absolutely.
I know Shakira's partner had a heart operation a few days ago, so I don't think she'll be in today, but you never know.
yeah, we wish them well and we welcome them on our upcoming hangouts. So just to let you know, I made a few invites when we started the hangout to people that I either seen online.
Ah,
Um, Jason, Azibara. Happy New Year! Happy New Year, my man. All right.
I see you speaking, but I don't hear you, Jason.
Jason, we can't hear you. Do you have your sound turned up?
All right, there we go. There we go. We got Jason on.
Can't hear him.
Yeah, he's fixing it up. We're just gonna knock knock.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Project Breakthrough, Inc. I see that we're going to be flowing much better now since everything's they got some stuff happening with Site Suite to move forward. I haven't actually gotten to open up my Project Breakthrough yesterday. I was real busy, but I look forward to doing some of that tomorrow when things settle down. Tomorrow is a cruise day for me, so but never a dull moment.
But I was hoping somebody would be on here that had gotten through further than I had, because I'm really curious if he's going to mention about our, God bless you, our privacy policies and all of that, because so far he hasn't mentioned anything about how to get those on, and I know Garen has done it, and when Garen first put his stuff up, it wasn't in a form that we could copy and paste it in there, but now I think he posted it again. God bless you. In our files, so I have to go check that out again, because I retyped that whole thing myself, but that's on my other computer at home. So I still, and Vic, for some reason, has not even mentioned any of that stuff. And he keeps saying we're going live, but we can't go live until we have that on there. So I don't know. Jason, are you? Can we hear you yet?
No, he can't hear us.
You.
No.
So Jason, can you type in the chat box? Have you done day 8 yet?
Maybe you unplug his earphones, see if that works.
Yep.
Oh, good. You have. Well, I really would like to talk to you. So let's get your sound on. Try going into your settings tool, Jason. The little round cog up at the top.
All else fails, turn the computer upside down and give a couple whacks. No, no, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. So Project Breakthrough Day 8, that's basically what's happening on that.
So, JJ, he's asking you what's up with the sound. Is there anything on your end?
Oh, no. That's me asking him. I asked him what's up with the sound.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It says you're muted right now, if that's any help. The mute button is on.
Now it's off.
How about now? Can you hear me?
There, yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Monkey do.
Pick up your computer and give a couple of whacks.
Oh man, I was about to put some Coca-Cola and Pepsi on it, man. I was like, hey, it works every time except for today.
Hey, whatever
Yeah,
you did.
I spent the whole day watching what you call it, Project number 8, man.
All right, tell us
And it
about
does
it.
get deep. But it's a lot like how-to stuff and writing the emails and all of that stuff and setting it up. And today I was gonna spend the whole day, what you call it, applying everything now. Cause I just sat there and watched it, pause, rewind, watch. So it's pretty cool. And I'm kind of wondering about what like what Shannon was talking about with terms and conditions, the privacy stuff.
So you still,
Maybe in day 9 or 10, maybe something like that. I'm not sure.
because we can't launch without that on there. And I
Yeah,
don't know
so
why he hasn't said anything about it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't get that part yet. So probably by day 11, 12, 13, and if it's not on there, no, I'll probably throw a question in at support whether it's needed or not, or
Oh yeah, you have to have it on every page.
does it? Oh,
It's
okay then.
it's a Google requirement.
Well, I don't know if we're going through Google though.
Well,
You know,
PPC,
that's
it's going to
well,
be on
his,
Google.
but he hasn't put any traffic for Google PPC. I've just seen the display and Facebook and email marketing. Those are the three
Ah,
traffic sources so far. He hasn't put anything for AdWords yet. So
bless you.
I'm not sure whether we're going to take that route with PPC yet or not, because none of those pages are Google compliant for PPC traffic on Google,
Well,
like the landing pages.
the one on the PPC Mastery,
Mm-hmm.
remember we have a second landing page because the first one has the exit pop-up and they won't
Uh-huh.
accept that. So that's why he
For
did the
Facebook?
second one for Facebook.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
So,
of all the landing pages with Project Breakthrough and the two that we've already created, none of those are Google compliant yet. So unless there's a template or we're going to create it from scratch, because there are a lot of requirements for the what you call it for Google landing pages, and the stuff we got is just basic what you call it affiliate landing pages. You know, just collect the email and go from there.
so
Uh, Go ahead. Go ahead.
since you've been through the whole thing and he's
Mm-hmm.
saying, we're going to turn on the traffic anytime, um, what is he referring to as far as doing that? Since you're saying he hasn't mentioned that, because we can't, as far as
I
I
think
know,
that's probably going to be maybe day 10.
oh,
I mean, he
really?
keeps saying that, but as far as what we got done with day 8, it's the email sequence, and then connecting and just connecting all the other dots to it, connecting it to the funnel and that sort of thing. So, but
Yeah.
it's not ready for traffic yet.
Yeah, I just got to the email starting it, and then
Mm-hmm.
I stopped it because I spent several hours on it. But I'm doing it as he's going.
Mm.
But I've got 5 funnels set up.
Oh,
So
damn.
I have 2 originals, and then I did 2 with the reversed colors, and then I did
Uh-huh.
a 5th one that was talking about, instead of PPC and the headlines and stuff, actually mentioning the crash course.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing that so I can, yes, what's the term? I don't know why that goes out of my head. Try each one of them.
Because it's
Oh,
party
there's Darren.
time, man. It's New Year's Eve. That's
Yeah,
why.
God. So I not track them, but what is the term when you have all 3 of them and they rotate?
Yeah, the
Rotating.
rotator. You
Yeah,
got
the
it.
rotator. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was
Hey,
going to
it's like
see,
split testing.
yeah, split testing. So I try to see which one works better. So I'm going into all 5 funnels and doing all the
Wow,
changes.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Way to go, Sharon.
trying.
While you're doing it, that's the most important thing.
I am doing it. I am.
That's right.
Hi, Garen.
Hey,
Hello.
Garen.
Hey, Garen.
Good morning.
Morning, Gary.
Hey, how's things going with Vero, bro, and your campaign? Is that still on pause, or did they
No,
figure out what the issue was?
no, they didn't. So I just created some new ads yesterday, and when I created new ads, I had to change everything in my funnel.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
my.
So and I wrote some new text ads yesterday.
All
Things
right. All right.
weren't performing as good as prior to that little incident I had.
Yeah, that
And
first launch?
yeah, and it seems like because the people that I got on my list and into the funnel from the first run were people that I was promoting the free course to,
Uh-huh.
and they stalled in the funnel, like at video 3. Maybe 1/3 of people that landed on the landing page got to video 3, and then they stopped. So I'm thinking that those are people that weren't ready to buy,
Yeah.
weren't buyers. So I kind of changed after that incident, I changed my tack and not promoting the free on the front end
Hmm.
in my ads. So, but they're running again. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause, let them run today, and then pause it because went back and watched Project Breakthrough Video 5. So I'm going to start building, what's it called, the strategic cross-promotion funnel, the Project Breakthrough, and then I'll put that all together and then start them up again. But I think I need some more added things like email campaign, like those value content pages that Vic has, like 4 value pages. So I got some work to do, so I'm going to let my ads run today, put them on pause, and then do some work with Project Breakthrough. Got to catch up there. And then, I don't know, on day 8, is he starting to run traffic yet?
No.
Not yet?
It's probably maybe day 9 or 10.
Okay,
Because
so
we haven't even done any training on traffic or advertising, whether it's banners, paper, nothing. So I wouldn't be too worried about it.
Yeah, and then I also saw that Click Promise has Project Breakthrough now available for us.
Yep.
So I just requested that offer. It looks really good, huh?
It's pretty cool, man. Yeah.
And on video day 5, he mentioned something about $1 to $8, I guess, a commission payout for
It's
promoting the breakthrough.
$1.50. Mm-hmm.
It's $1.50.
Yeah.
Yeah. For every email submit, I think.
Shit.
Yeah. That stuff adds
Free
up
money.
pretty good too. I was counting it up on the calculator. Like, oh man, that's a
Yeah,
lot of money, man.
that's a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah, just to get emails in without selling anything. Like,
Yeah.
Get the 7 search or some, or
Yeah.
or run it to a solo ad.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that sounds good. Let's
Yeah,
go.
some interesting stuff, man. All of this stuff I didn't know you could do out there. I'm like, oh, very cool, very cool. Hey, does
Yeah.
anybody know how to create a business or private email with Namecheap? The way Vic's doing it on Project 8. You know, outside of like Google and Yahoo and that stuff.
What is
Anybody know how to
that?
do that?
What is that again for
Just creating your own
Namecheap?
email. Yeah.
A business
It's like
email?
having
Well, they probably have it associated. I know GoDaddy has an account where you can get one email where it would be like info@hightrafficacademy.com, so to speak. You know, if that was your
stuff like
URL.
that.
Info
I was looking
at.
for that kind of.
Info at. Ask them at Namecheap. They do have that at GoDaddy for, I think it's $4.99 a month, and that's what I have for my URL in my funnel. I have an info at my URL.
Yeah, I wanted the from address to match the domain names too. That's why I was curious if somebody knew how to set that up.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying, that if you set up your domain with Namecheap, they probably have an email service for that particular domain.
Ah, okay.
So ask them about that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that your email would say like info at or Jason at your domain.
Got it. Awesome.
Yeah, I think that's an important piece, Jason, because like also in our funnel, if on your contact, if you have info at, it looks more business-like.
Yeah, it's all congruent too and match. Not Yahoo. No, that's someone's private email, man.
Yeah, or AOL.com.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man.
Yeah, so inquire about that, Jason. I think you'll be able to find that out.
Will do. Thanks, bro.
If you guys could clarify a little bit, because I'm a bit confused on this. So you're saying, like, I have mine through my URLs or my domain names through Namecheap. So you're saying to go to Namecheap and ask them, or you pay $4.99 a month, and you can you just put info at, like mine is getlasertargetedtraffic.com.
Yeah, you can put from laser traffic, at, somethingmail.com.
Yeah, it'll be something like info at lasertargetedtraffic.com.
Matching your domain.
Yeah.
So then how do you get into that email? You have to go into Namecheap every day to check them?
Yeah.
No, yeah, they have it, and it's something that you can forward it to your maybe Sharon
Gmail.
Bolio at gmail.com.
Yeah.
You can forward it, but it's sort of like a text ad where your display ad would be, or your display email would be info at lasertargetedtraffic.com, and then you can have that email forwarded to sharonbolio at gmail.com, for example.
Okay.
That's it. Email forwarding. Is that what it's called, Gary?
I don't know if it's called email forwarding, but you do have that option of having I know at GoDaddy, so I'm sure Namecheap has it, the option of having like a business email
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
to use, but you can forward that to wherever you want.
Got it. Got it. Awesome.
So then you have to do that for each URL that you have if you want it to appear like a business.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you. I had no idea about that.
Yeah, me neither. I just found that out yesterday after watching day 8. So.
Oh, that's on day 8, huh?
Yeah. I
Okay.
saw it on Mission 1000, and I went back last night to look for it, and I couldn't find it. Has anybody seen Mission 1000? It's kind
No,
of it's different, I think.
I haven't
It's new
checked
content.
it out lately.
There's a bunch of new videos, and I'm going to be spending the day today watching that as well, just seeing what's going on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the new Project Breakthrough video, have all of you seen it?
No.
Well, it's, they got a professional film crew, and my goodness, what a difference.
It's awesome, isn't it?
It is really good.
So is that on the landing page of Project Breakthrough?
Yeah.
If you go
The sign-up form?
If you go into Click Promise
Yeah.
and, get approved, so it's in your offers, then click on preview, and it'll take you right into it. And oh my gosh, the colors are different. It's got orange lettering and with blue variants, and oh my gosh, it's just really, really good.
The video is really awesome.
Really
man.
good.
Is it?
You gotta check it out.
It looks
All
like
right.
professional.
You're watching a live commercial on Super Bowl or something, man.
Really good.
Wow.
Well, they're really pulling out the stops for us, aren't they?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
really
they
went
are.
professional with everything. It's pretty awesome.
That's great. That's great.
I mean, the difference, because like on the crash course, I don't know if any of you guys noticed it, but like on the third video, they switched places at the table for one thing. But
Yeah, they did.
They keep cutting Vic off. It's like at least almost half of his body's cut off. So he's talking, he's the main one talking, and yet they've got him cut off. And I'm like, that doesn't look very professional.
I think that could be why people in my funnel weren't moving on, because Vic got cut off in video 3.
There you go. Could be. So, Karen, how did you
Yes.
pre-screen your people for, since you're saying they only went to video 3, what did you do to pre-frame them so they should have gone ahead?
What they could have gone ahead, I think what I can do, and I haven't done it yet, is do like a review of what's happening in that video 3 and video 2, and that as people come out, I could call Click Promise and see who's gone to a certain distance, like who's on video 2 and who's on video 3, and then send them information, like a little review of that video. Might help. That's what I'm kind of thinking of, one angle I can do. I think my email follow-up could be improved, and I think that's one of the things I got from day 5. So I want to pause and kind of work on that aspect. And one thing that I got really hit me last night was Vic said on day 5 that this is an important point. There's no such thing as my list.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I've got these people on my list. No, they're on Sharon's list, they're on JJ's list, they're on, everybody's list. So that's why that really hit me, that cross-promotion strategy. It really makes sense. So I want to kind of work on that. But the pre-framing thing, I did a little bit on the landing page, but once they're in the funnel, I didn't have any real access to them. You know, what they're doing, what they think about it, how far, who's going through. I didn't get that kind of detail. That might be important in my next go-round.
Yeah, because that, it's interesting because we're supposed to be pre-framing everything, and so it's a natural force for them to go ahead and click on the button. And but sometimes it is financial. So if you're dealing with people that have zero money, they're not going to be able to afford it.
Right. So that's why I shift. I listened to Jamie on that one. I think he was spot on that. We have these free offers, but maybe in the project breakthrough, free would be fine because all we're getting is the email submit, right? Plus we're building a list, and then cross promoting them with what's the one I'm promoting? PPC Mastery, for example.
I was making a list for that last night for different ways of saying free. So I came up with giveaway, no cost, free, obviously, complimentary, free of charge, without charge. Does anybody else have any suggestions on how you can say that?
I've been using what Vic uses. He uses free service.
Ah.
This is a free service.
Okay.
I'm using that one on my landing page right now. It's a free service. Takes off a little edge for me when I hear that. It's a service. So you might try that. But those are good. And I think also, since we're all going to be running PPC, the way that we're thinking about pre-framing has to be in the keyword that, getting in the user's mind before they even type in their keyword. What are they thinking about? Because once you know what they're thinking about, then you can frame your message strictly to them as they come in through your keyword. Does that make sense? So if our keyword is how to make money online, and then people are typing in how to make money online, then we kind of know what kind of message we want in our ad with, how to make money online in the headline. I think that's where it might start. That might be helpful, Sharon, in pre-framing.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay congruent in everything that I do with on Project Breakthrough with my headlines and my video and all that I've said in there, and I've gone back and I've revamped it several times, trying to make sure that I stay congruent with all those different things.
Yeah, it's really going to make a difference. I've seen a little change in my quality score by tweaking some things. I'm going to look at those numbers now. I've been running a week, so I want to look at my numbers and see what my quality score is on my keywords.
What was it last week?
Last week I had 1 at 5, 1 at 6, and 1 at 7.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. 7 and 6?
Yeah.
Way to go, Gary.
Yeah, and then all of my ads now, when I run them, are above the fold.
Good.
Right.
And that kind of happened. One of them was lingering my main keyword, whereas the most competition, my ad was setting the ad right below the fold. So I was sitting in about like 7th position, and then I just raised my cost per click bid, my max. I think it was 25 cents or 50 cents, and then it pushed me above the fold.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. And at 25 cents a click? Oh.
It makes a difference because, we're competing with other people, right, for that space. So I just figured that one out a couple of days ago. I made the switch and then just popped above the fold immediately.
Sweet.
That is so awesome you're doing this.
Yeah, it is.
So awesome.
And then I uploaded the whole campaign into Bing. And but I paused that yesterday because I couldn't quite get a handle on it. There's a lot more competition there for my keywords, I'll tell you that, than
Really?
on Google. Than on Google.
For PPC? Or?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm not quite sure how the ads lay out because I type in this my my keyword into a Bing search and see all the ads that come up, and mine's not even to be seen within the first 3-4 pages.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not quite sure how that works yet. So I just kind of put that on pause. But everything is exactly the same. It's so easy. You just put import, and bam, your whole campaign
there,
goes
huh?
over. It's there. Ads and
Nice.
everything. Ads and everything. Bids and
Wow.
everything.
Oh, really?
You don't have to do anything.
Oh, I didn't know.
Really.
That's really, really awesome.
Really. But I'm not quite sure how to do that. Maybe going through like David Thornton's thing that you shared, JJ, might be helpful for me to kind of get a handle on what's going on there. But I think I'll just focus on Google right now.
Mm.
Since I'm already
Because
kind of.
probably there's no competition like they keep talking about.
But you know, the bid was completely less. Like for one of the keywords was like 11 cents, and I'm bidding $2.50 on the other on Google.
Yeah.
And 11 cents was the max bid for a keyword in Bing.
Wow.
That's the way to go.
Wow.
Yeah. And one thing I also did too is, I don't know if you guys saw Josh's training on the writing ad copy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty deep stuff. And he was saying if you can have in your headline where you sort of qualify or eliminate other clicks that you don't want.
Yeah.
For example, if you had something like pay-per-click training, for example, how are you going to, everybody else has got pay-per-click training, PPC training in their ads, so how are you going to stand out from that crowd? And because the PPC mastery is really for beginners, not really for advanced people, I threw beginners in front of that.
That's perfect.
So
the
now
advanced people won't click on it.
So my ad stands out, but it qualifies. If you're not a beginner, you may not click on it. So how do you make your ad so you eliminate clicks that you don't want? So now also in my ads, I ran a negative keyword of free. As people searching for free PPC training might come. So I wanted to eliminate that, so I threw in that negative keyword.
Way to go.
Why
Does that make sense?
Yeah, big time sense, bro. You're on point, bro. Just like Josh's training. You got it.
Was that, Sharon?
Why is free considered a negative keyword? I don't get that negative
No,
keyword.
I made it as negative keyword. So a negative keyword is that if somebody types that in, and I have it as a negative keyword, if someone types in free PPC training, and I put in a negative keyword at free, that ad won't show to that person that typed in free PP training.
It won't trigger the ad.
It won't display to them.
Yeah.
That way he doesn't have to pay for those clicks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Clicks that nothing buy.
The ad won't even display to them.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense now. I never understood that negative thing. I'm like, why would anybody want negative keywords in the ad?
Right. For example, Josh's thing was men's hiking boots. So his negative keyword would be, for example, women's would be a negative keyword because he's only targeting men's hiking boots.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
Got it?
I didn't get to watch the whole thing, so I didn't see that. But
Cool.
also, Garen, last week you were asking JJ and I about statistics for PPC, certain numbers, and
Yeah, the conversion.
yeah, I had asked if you could send me something so I could look up those specifics.
I have asked Click Promise twice, and the woman there, assistant to Stefan, said that she had to go to HTA for that information to get it to me. But then I just asked Paul Olafrenco at HTA, and he said, no, that's not us. Go check with Click Promise.
Uh-oh.
So I haven't got those numbers.
Okay,
Yeah,
so, well,
yeah,
because I was going to look in the PPC Mastery course to see, because went back through and I watched the whole crash course again, and I was
yeah.
listening to the fourth one, and they review everything that's in the course for
Yes,
PPC Mastery, and they were talking
yes.
about a bunch of number stuff, and I thought maybe that's what you were looking for.
Now, what I'm looking for is how many people, before somebody converts for a sale in that funnel, how many people have to be in the funnel for that first sale? Is it 100 people? Is it 200? Is it 50? How many people do we need in the funnel? What's the conversion rate? For every 100 people that show up on the landing page, how many people convert to sale? That's the number I want, so that I can compare what I'm running at or have something to shoot for.
So you're
Yeah.
trying to get that information from Click Promise.
Yes.
So, but if people aren't really running it yet, how would they have those numbers?
No, they are running the PPC Mastery. They have been
Oh,
running that course, the free course, PPC
yeah, but
crash
a lot of
course.
people that were at the summit just bought it, so it has nothing to do with new people. It's
No,
they,
but
they
people are promoting it, like myself, right? People are promoting the PPC crash course for the PPC Mastery product. People are promoting it in an HTA. So there are certain statistics that they have of what the conversion rate is for those people promoting it. I think people like probably Miles Seeger, Paula
right.
Barroso. I know Paula Barroso is promoting it. He has a video out that he talks about it.
Well, have
So
you
these,
contacted them?
no, I haven't.
They'd probably answer you. They're
Yeah,
really nice.
they probably would, huh? That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
just
Yeah,
contact them direct, and they probably have different numbers, but you at least get an idea.
that's a good idea, Sharon.
And the other Ellen, isn't it Ellen and her sister?
Oh yeah, Ella and
Ella,
Katie,
yeah,
Katie.
yeah, yeah. Those are all big
Yeah,
people. I
that's
would
a good
contact
idea.
them directly.
That's a good idea. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll do that.
Good.
Hey, Gary,
Yeah,
looks like you got a nice comfy spot over there today.
yeah, I do.
You're not in the corner. You're in a booth.
That's right. So what's up, JJ?
Basically, I wanted to, as I listen and as I observe, it just confirms that with the group, we can actually help each other a lot by just this kind of conversation and how those that watch Breakthrough 8, number 8, and all that can give us insights. And then also, um, not really realizing that Project Breakthrough funnel is on, that helps too. So it's a very useful format for us to be here. To
Yeah,
for those that haven't had a chance or just a little behind, it's very useful to see those things that you guys bringing up. Thank you.
awesome.
Uh, Next week, I was wondering if next week, if that was something that if you would be prepared to do any kind of initial uh, presentation on PPC mastery. Derek,
On what aspect of the course?
just to confirm the beginning parts, just walk us through, because you might
You mean creating an ad?
actually, yeah and no, just kind of like, I mean, as if you can kind of like walk us through and say, okay, PPC mastery, everybody got PPC mastery, and according to you, when you started out with PPC uh, marketing, um, you can kind of like correlate to what we're learning, to what you've been doing, and confirming that we're on the right track according to the training.
Uh-huh.
So it starts from the beginning to confirm that what Josh is teaching, and pinpoint the things that you feel is really crucial according to your experience as far as already marketing PPC Mastery.
Uh-huh.
You can just do a basic overview, but maybe just pinpoint the real crucial parts that we need to focus on so that we kind of like get in a little bit of uh, the high points about the training.
The process.
Yeah, the process, and that way we can move along because I guess total you got about maybe 20 videos or so, maybe a little bit more. But we
20.
started at the beginning, and you can kind of like give us the first. It's only the first week, so maybe
Uh-huh.
what you reviewed so far with the training that you've seen so far.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay. Yeah, I can work on that. I can put something together on that. A lot of process that, you know, it's not about the technique aspect, but it's more the emotional aspect of running ads. You know, I have to kind of do away with, I'm going to, I've got to spend money on ads, or my ads didn't, oh, look, I didn't get any clicks today. These little kind of emotional responses to what's happening in creating the ad, when actually running the campaign and seeing what kind of numbers come through. That's been one of the biggest things for me, is to be able to manage my own emotions regarding what's happening in the campaign. Because I don't know about you guys, but I tend to have maybe some very overt and some more hidden, subtle expectations.
Well, what I'm looking at, Gary, as far as um, um, projecting these trainings, is that if we just focus on our first goal on March the 31st of making our first $1,000 online, and you have an experience. I mean, we'll all get the experience as we go down, but you have an experience of what PPC Mastery is about. And then you get into review what Josh is teaching. It's just to kind of like take us from the beginning and give us an idea of what would be the major things that we can highlight so that we can actually reach that first goal.
Yeah,
Um, and
yeah,
just basically, I guess, just break them down. Like it's going to be 3 months, so break them down on what we can actually. I mean, basically,
yeah,
you just telling us go read, go make sure you get study, you get a course, which is
yeah,
fine. But that's what we need. We need to get that push and say next week let's go to module 3 to 5.
yeah,
But this we went over modules 1 and 2, so that we all basically can kind of like. I mean, if we move along faster individually, that's fine. But for
Hey,
those
Jay.
that cannot handle that all in one, that we
yeah,
move it along, you kind of like confirming that we kind of like we can time ourselves so that come end of February, we're on track to maybe doing something in March
right,
and running some traffic to the ads. So we'll basically have ads online in mid-February or maybe sooner, so that we can get ready to start running some traffic and then start hitting our goal of $1,000 by 3/31.
right, right.
I don't know if
JJ,
you can do that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm really confused about what you're asking Garen to do because he doesn't own the PPC Mastery course. So, are you asking him to? What are you referring to when you're saying the different videos and stuff? Because he doesn't have that course. He has the experience of running. So, do you understand what he's asking you, Garen? Because I sure don't.
Well, let me explain. Okay. Last week I agreed to talk to Darren about reviewing the videos on Hangouts so that
Right.
he could actually review it, and he could actually maybe we could actually even record it so that Darren actually has the accessibility of the trainings through that process. And so that when Darren basically has it together, he can basically look at what the training is saying and what we're studying, and he can confirm those things that really makes the big difference, and kind of like pinpoint, like, make sure you guys study this part, because in my experience, that's what you need to really know. So that's what we talked about last week. And so we're working together to put together, to have him review it on Hangouts, so that he can actually have accessibility to it and kind of like compare it to what Josh is teaching, compare it to what he's doing.
Okay, that makes sense, because last week, I know we talked about doing it, but I thought we were doing a separate hangout for the people that wanted to preview PPC Mastery program from us that have it. So in the meantime, you and Garen have gotten together this last week, is what you said.
Yeah,
Okay.
we worked on it immediately.
Okay.
So Garen basically has access. Yeah, now he has access to some of the training, especially the beginning ones. Yeah, Garen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, that's what the process was, because we talked about that. Remember last week?
Right. I know there was other people that wanted to be in on that too. Were other people on it that didn't have?
No. That's why I wanted Rory to reach out to you, so that maybe you could work with him on that. But he didn't reach out to me to say that he wanted to be on it. So Darren and I moved forward.
Okay. Okay, thank you, because I was totally confused. I'm like, what are you talking about? He doesn't have it. Thank you.
I'm glad you asked this. I thought about this yesterday. One of the main things I didn't think of until I started running it, and I may do this going forward, is kind of think about I know what my product is. Now, what are my keywords that I'm going to be using? Do the keyword research first, and then build the landing page or the funnel around the keywords. Does that make sense? Because what I did was I built the landing page first, and then did my keyword research. And then the keyword research didn't have the words that I had on my landing page. So it kind of took me longer. So that might be one of the things. What are you going to use? What are your keywords you're going to use to promote Project Breakthrough, for example? I mean, that's how I'm going to look at before I start building the Project Breakthrough funnel. I'm going to do some keyword research. And that's one of the major things that I can shift it, and you might want to think about as you build funnels going forward, if you're going to be promoting it on with PPC.
One of the things that I have been having issues with is trying to get into AdWords and the keyword planner. And for some reason, I mean, I'm getting things coming up, but there's no statistics to tell me how many people are viewing them and everything. So I don't know if anybody else is having an issue.
I'll walk you through that. Maybe we can do a screen share.
That would be really helpful.
And then I can tell you where to go and what to do.
Why
don't we do that after the call?
Okay.
Are you available for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Is anybody else having issues?
You can do a screen share on your computer. Yeah.
I don't know. I've never done one.
Yeah, I believe you can. Actually, it's real easy. So,
YouTube it. Yeah. Works for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great place.
Hey, Garen. So we can talk about that as far as the
format.
What we can do next week to initiate it.
Okay.
It'll help me to get myself more focused on the training myself, and kind of like share more of the idea of how we can start it off. But you would be more like the confirming point of, that's right. What Josh is saying is right, and maybe some of the stuff you might say might be able to give us a little bit of, not shortcut, but
Well, I think what might be helpful, JJ, is that people share maybe their landing pages or if their keyword research that they're doing for that landing page and maybe the selection, so I can see where people are at,
Yeah.
and that way I'll be able to confirm what how their process is going.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that because we kind of like looking to devote like an hour to this. And so what we can do is, I think if we do like at least half of that time just reviewing the training, like I said, we can screen share the training and say, okay, this is what's happening, and this the points, and then after that we can go into more, like question and answers to to review people's um, landing pages and stuff like that.
Okay.
Funnels.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll talk about
Yeah.
it because again, the whole focus is staying focused on that goal of making $1,000.
Yeah. So probably the first place to start is that people have landing page completed to run traffic to.
Yeah.
That would probably be your first step, right, guys and women? Is to have a place to send traffic to. So that'd probably be the place where you guys might want to focus on, is completing a landing page.
Yeah, that'd be good because actually we already get that with Project Breakthrough. We got our landing pages set up already.
Yeah, because what you can do is you can still do the keyword research. We can set up all the ads and everything like that. You don't have to run them yet, but you can go through the process and have everything ready. And that's what I noticed in Josh when we did that review, JJ, is that everything is all set up before that pause button is switched to enabled and running full. Everything is checked and double checked and like that. So we could even do that. We could even go into AdWords and put together an ad, and it's really challenging. It's quite interesting because we only have a certain amount of characters to write. 25 in the headline and 35 on the line description. And it's pretty challenging to get what you want to get in there. What Josh is suggesting to put in there.
I got a question. What is your budget? What is your budget?
My budget is $600 a month, $20 a day.
See, that's basically the question we need to ask. And what is the budget that you're using now with your knowledge and with your experience of running these things? And is it something that we can basically, I guess, ROI?
What's the ROI? See, I don't know yet. Because I haven't received a sale. But right now my ad spend is really low. It's running around between $7 and $12 a day, depending on the clicks that I get, the number of clicks. So I'm not even spending my whole daily budget yet. And so I asked a question on Josh's Q&A the other night, how do I increase? Do you increase the daily spend or your cost per click or both or a combination of the two or something else? And I have to go back and listen to that because he gave pretty detailed explanation. But it depends on the situation.
So $600 is kind of like your budget, just FYI, I just wanted to ask.
That's right. So that's what he said. What's your daily ad spend? You got to have your ad budget for the month, and then break it down into daily activities. So then also, when I'm running the ads, as you know, I learned that you really got to be on top of your ads. The performance and your settings. in V-roll, it sounds like there's something in the background. I hear like noise.
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
I lost my thought.
Ad
Mm.
spend.
Oh, the ad spend.
You were saying B-roll.
Oh yeah, V-roll. In order to get the ad started, they have a setting on there called you can have your ads displayed standard or you can have it accelerated. So I had it set up for accelerated to get the ball rolling, and I left that setting and I didn't click it off once the ad started rolling. So when I had that Ryan Dice thing on, it just accelerated my ad budget in like a couple hours.
Oh man.
So I went back and changed, of course, that setting.
Yeah.
Now it's just kind of like evenly throughout the day being displayed. So those are like just kind of little things that, you know, a heads up for you in the future, you know, on that setting. Just be on top of your ads so you
I
don't
have a
get
question.
surprised.
Even if you're not making any sale, Gary, what about your list? Is it being growing?
Yeah, I have 28 people on my list right now. And I just shot a video last night to send them. You know, trying to have content that is related to PPC newbies or beginners. So I shot and the email disapproval on my ad. The reason that I got disapproved because I had 2 exclamation marks in my ad. So I did a video of just that note that I got from them, and there's 4 examples of what not to do on your ad when you first create your ad. So I just said, you know, before you create your first ad, don't make the mistake I did. This will save you some time. Because if your ad gets disapproved, then you got to take care of it, and it might be another 24 hours before your ads actually get up and running. You know what I mean? So things like that I'm putting together for the list, but I didn't have a comprehensive follow-up email sequence. So I'm pausing and I'm going to go back and work that. And now realizing that this list is not my list kind of makes me, you know, just continue to deliver value. And so I'm figuring out what I can do to give them that would be helpful to them that I've experienced and putting together. And, it, you know, just to use the phrasing, like I made that mistake only like 2 weeks ago. But how do I word it so that the user knows that I didn't just make that mistake 2 weeks ago? So I said something like, you know, early on when I set up my first ad, I made this mistake. But they don't know I made that mistake 2 weeks ago.
Not 2 weeks ago.
I'm just a step ahead of them, you know what I mean?
Well done, Garen.
But I guess it's the idea of how do we position ourselves as the authority and like that. We're ahead of people that are coming on our list, you
Bingo.
see?
Yeah.
Garen,
Yeah.
when you're tracking these, you said in B-roll, have you got enough information that you can tell as to what days and then what hours you're getting the majority of your clicks?
Yeah, that information is there. I haven't got into that kind of detail yet, but that is there.
Because
Nice.
in the training that when I did from Morrison's, that was one of the big things that they were telling us is to, and you can do this on Facebook and Google and stuff too, but track and see what days and what time of day you're getting the most clicks, and then you turn your campaign off on the hours and the days that you don't get the most clicks and keep it turned on for the maximum time. So that might be something else you could look at.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. I do know the age groups that are responding best. I'll give you guys this tip. It's 25 to 54-year-olds.
Wow, very cool. Very cool.
The 65 and over are not responding as much, or even the 55 to 64. Mostly in that other, 25 to 54. In my ads, in both.
Mastery?
Yeah, in both the PPC crash course and also in the video ads.
But what about Project Breakthrough? So you haven't run that
I
yet,
haven't.
right?
No, because I haven't built a funnel for that one yet.
Okay, thank you. Is it more men than women or both?
A little bit more men, maybe about like 60-40 right now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But you know, that's the cool thing, that AdWords has so much statistics, and I didn't realize that there's so much that we can look at and tie it all in. I mean, even in the V-roll, I can look at the different videos that my ads are being placed in front of and see which one gets the hits and turn off certain ones. And it gets very, what's the term Josh uses, granular. You can really get down into the nitty-gritty of a lot of detail that may or may not have an effect on your ad campaign.
It'd save you a lot of money.
Yeah,
Yes, it will.
yeah. And I like the kind of analogy that Vic used yesterday, talking about the cross promotion, and Josh talked about it too in setting up your PPC. Vic said, you know, about creating your own universe, and Josh uses creating an ecosystem, that everything is interdependent and feeding, and that's a really good image for me.
That's absolutely right too.
Because it's not just about, okay, opt into me, get this product, here, buy the product. You know, it's not, I don't know, I was kind of thinking it in more linear ways before, and not
Like a
this kind
one-way
of,
track, huh?
yeah, not an environmental living organism.
There's so much stuff going on. All these components and pieces that are all interconnected as well.
Exactly. And I thought it was just brilliant, the cross-promotion idea.
It is.
And that you just feed everybody around on, you know, your different lists, but they're all getting the same information because they're basically the same type of people.
Right.
Because the cross promotions have to be the extended value or something like of what you're already promoting.
Karen?
Yeah.
I was also going to tell you, I know you're just on day 5, but if you want to have access to the videos, what you can do is go in, and even if you don't have time to watch them, just let them play through, and then the next day will pop up for you. So then when you're ready, you have instant access to them.
Wow, that's a hot tip.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't open up until you watch the previous
That's
ones,
right.
right?
So if
Okay.
you wanna
Yeah, I
have
was
them-
wondering how to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, just let them play through. You can go off and do your thing. As long as they play through to the end, then you'll pop up the next day. And then you
Okay.
have access and you can go through, you know, at your leisure.
Yeah, because I was ready to go through the next one last night, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm looking forward to diving into that stuff. Because he's really quite brilliant, isn't he, Vic? I mean,
Yeah.
for him to break down that cross-promotion thing yesterday on day 5 was quite an accomplishment, I thought. That's pretty deep stuff. And I understood it when he explained it the first time, so he's a very good teacher, extremely good. We've all known that.
Yeah.
Well, what he's telling you is that you are your own competition.
That's it. Yeah,
Yes.
yep.
You're
Exactly.
your own competition, so you have your own world set up, leading them from one thing to another, which is giving them value, you know.
You know, that's really huge, that compete with yourself.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that's how I'm looking at my ads now. How can I get my quality score up? Or what piece is missing? Yeah, that's a good point. Thanks, Sharon. That's a good reminder.
So, Gary, you haven't had a chance to watch Dr. Thornton's one then?
What was that?
Dr. Thornton, PPC?
No, I haven't. Is that in the Facebook group under files or something?
It could be, or it might be down the wall.
Okay.
I can send you the thing, but what I was thinking too is that we can kind of like correlate that with part of our training too, because it's PPC also, yeah. So,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
plus, you transferred your information from AdWords to Bing, so
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
there now, but I've got it on pause, but it's all there.
right. It's a 6 video course that's pretty broken down. It's not as I guess elaborate as PPC mastery.
Yeah. I was wondering, I mean, Sharon has that and Jason has that. I had this question for Josh, but I didn't get to ask it. Is there like when he's on the keyword search tool looking for a keyword, is there a minimum number of searches per month that he has before he'll run an ad to that particular keyword? So let's say that a keyword shows up with 990 monthly searches worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
Is that below his, like say 1,000 is his, I don't do any ads less
Oh,
than that. You know, I'm just wondering because a couple of my keywords are less than 1,000 searches a month.
I
And
think it's the threshold is like I think 5,000. It really depends on the niche or the product too. You know
yeah,
how specific it is. If it's a broad keyword, then if
yeah,
it's really niche specific down to the but they use it granular, then I think I think even a
5,000, huh?
thousand too. 1,000 is a good number
Oh, is it?
per month.
Okay.
Because if it's
Yeah,
very specific, but if it's
yeah.
kind of broad, then I think you kind of
5,000 might
yeah.
be.
It really depends on how specific the keyword is that
Yeah.
he's using.
Uh-huh. Okay. Does he say anything about country locations? For
The
example,
demographics.
yeah, people I've heard run about like the 5 top English-speaking countries.
Yeah,
Yeah, if it's not just the U.S., it'll either be the top 5.
yeah.
But for the
So,
most part, right now it's the U.S. he's using.
and it's depending on if your service is served in those
Available.
other
Yeah,
countries, available in those other countries.
exactly.
Well, I think our online stuff is available wherever they
Worldwide.
Right.
speak
Right.
English. Yeah, so, okay. That's helpful. Thanks, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for everybody. You probably all know about this, but on Facebook, are you all aware that they have that new thing that you can save any of the posts, and then you can
Oh,
just
yeah, it's pretty
yeah.
cool.
And then so if you go in like what you were asking, Karen, and all you do is go in and save the post, and then you just go down, and then all of your posts that you've saved, you click on it, and they're right there, and you have access to it instead of having to scroll all the time.
Kind of like a Facebook folder for save
Yeah.
stuff.
It's
Really?
on it's on every post has that little thing up in the right-hand corner, the little drop-down
That
menu,
drop down.
and you
Yeah,
just click
yeah.
on that, and you say save post or save video, and then at the bottom it has all your saved stuff, and you can just go in and pull it up. So
Wow.
yeah,
It's really
oh, you didn't
cool.
know that? Oh, yay!
Ah, way to go,
Neither did
Sharon.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Because my inbox was filling up with stuff.
I know, and Renee's been posting a lot of really good stuff, and
Mhm.
as well. And all the members have really been posting wonderful things, and it's like a lot of times I don't have time to go through them all, but so I just save them, and then I can go back and look at them when I have time
Wow.
instead of scrolling through, because there's a
Yeah,
ton to scroll.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So go check that out.
That's a good feeling, huh, Sharon, being the authority figure, huh?
Yeah, right. Well, I'm glad I could have a little knowledge today.
Yeah, that's a golden nugget, Sharon. Thank you.
hey Garen, go to the wall and go find that Bing PPC and save it, brother.
Okay. Okay.
There you go. I've got it saved.
All right, but we're looking good. We're looking good. Everybody ready for the party tonight?
Of course. I'll be partying on the laptop tonight.
No, I noticed that, Jason. I really noticed that. I've been listening to you, and I've been I've been really feeling good about how you just clean them up, and it's because of this desire and this excitement about what we're learning.
Oh,
And
thanks, bro.
like you said, like you've been mentioning, it's a different mindset now.
Yeah, it is
Um,
completely.
our party and our having a good time can be in front of our computer and looking forward to getting our goals.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So true. I mean, what
Change-
we're doing now is going to change our lives in
Exactly.
2016.
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
You hit the nail right
Yeah.
on the point, Sharon. You're right on
Absolutely.
point.
And
Yeah.
we're moving together as a group too, so that's fun. That's the fun part. We're moving together as a group. When we have that chance to get together at the summit, it'll be fun. I
Yes, it
really,
will.
really, really fun, man. We'll have a little bit bigger group to be making noise, and the noise will be a little louder.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like they're
Certainly.
on day 5. Vic mentioned that they're shooting for 10,000 people at the summit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
already about 5,000 people following Project Breakthrough right now.
Right, right.
What I seen on the landing page, so I was like, wow.
Wow.
Have you
Yeah.
noticed a lot of new people on the Hangouts?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of new people signing up, man.
Wow.
Just think, it's $1.50 every time
We
somebody clicks on that.
Mm-hmm.
let's go get our $1.50s.
Free.
I've actually taking the time. I think it was a week ago or maybe a week and a half ago, or a couple weeks ago on the Hangout, because you can tell through the chat, a lot of these guys want support. They want extra support. They like hook up with somebody. They
Mm-hmm.
don't have they don't have they really don't have HTA yet. They maybe came on just through one of the free offers,
Mm-hmm.
and so they get to come to the hangout. So I took their names and I reached out to them on Facebook, and I kind of asked them if they needed help with certain things, so that we could basically offer value to these people that already targeted to HTA, but they don't have the product yet. So I just was kind of like doing some of that. I got like about almost 20 names, and I followed up on a few of them, and got some responses from them.
That's awesome.
Way to go, JJ.
That's
Yeah,
a
I just
smart
was
move.
that, and then
That is.
because there was this one guy that was just he was just what do you call that, self-promoting on the chat roll, just going through it, and it wasn't like that I was self-promoting. I was looking and listening, and I was messaging them and friend requesting them on Facebook, and then I reached out to them and said, I hear that I see that you want some help. Just to let you know, you can do this and do that, and I sent them to Total Domination and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so it's pretty cool to see these guys that still need help, even if they're in the chat room.
Mm.
Wow. That's awesome. Yeah, that's a great idea to reach out to these people. Because I kind of put myself in that position, and if somebody reached out to me, that would be really cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
If you were a complete newbie, you had no idea what was going on, and had somebody experienced to kind of like guide you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great idea, JJ.
you had some people actually asking, can you tell me how to purchase HTA? You know what I mean? So if you look at the chat row, there's a lot of things that's happening that you can kind of like look at and say, hey, maybe this guy can use a hand and maybe some guidance and see how it goes. So I need to continue on that list, but that's just what I was, because of a lot of new people coming in now, part of that 10,000 that they're looking to reach out. So check it out when you guys. It's mostly that Monday one that everybody's invited to.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
The
the
whole
one. That's
list
the
here,
one. There's
yeah.
a whole lot of new people.
yeah.
I've actually got people reach out to me.
Yep.
I,
Yep.
I usually put little comments on most of the things I've seen, and people have actually contacted me asking for help.
Awesome.
So the more you put out little tidbits and your name is seen on these, the more people are going to contact you.
Awesome.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Absolutely.
Because if you read those chat rules, some people reading the chats And then when somebody asks for help, then you kind of like put them out and say, oh, if you want some help, you can message me. And then the person answers, oh yeah, I'll message you after the hangout. So that's pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Also, this isn't with the Hangouts, but I've mentioned this before, but I don't know if you all remember, but um, on each of the videos with Project Breakthrough and PPC, I've been going down and reading all of the comments,
Right,
and
Mhm.
right,
out of those
right.
comments, I've been getting really good value in writing a lot of stuff down that I can use for headlines and stuff from people's comments.
Awesome,
Mhm.
awesome,
So I
awesome.
don't know if any of you have done that, but I have, and I just keep a tablet, and every time I see something that I think would really relate, because these are, you know, a lot of the comments from people are from people that are already in it, but you can tell the people that aren't in an HTA yet in their comments and what they're really looking for. So that's another little tip to.
Yeah,
That's an awesome tip,
yeah,
Sharon.
Way to go, Sharon.
yeah.
So
That's two.
Good.
Dang,
yeah, how
boss.
about that?
Oh, superstar, you.
Yeah, all right.
But yeah, JJ, have you had any response from the people that you've contacted yet?
Yeah, I did. I've had some the kind, and I've been basically working with them and just kind of like not overdoing it, but just kind of like showing them what I sent them the actual click promise links that I have for total domination and all that. So it's just a matter of just building that relationship and
That's great.
Hmm.
Very, very good
Awesome.
initiative.
yeah.
Very.
Any way that we can do business, we'll do that. Hey, so Rory Jones, basically would be back on next week, and I kind of asked him to be able to moderate today, but he's sick. He doesn't have a voice. He said so. Hopefully next week he can kind of like kick off our new year and moderate our first hangout. That'll be
For
cool.
2016. Cool.
Any other good stuff you guys got? What else is happening over there, Jason, on your side, man?
It's cold out here, man.
I'm,
So
oh
I
my
just spent a
God.
lot of time watching the trainings and then I learned some other stuff outside of HTA, with
Oh, that's
landing
cold.
pages
That's
and web
cold.
design, graphic design, information hierarchy, all that other stuff that I really want to get into. That stuff Jason McLean's going to be bringing out, landing page mastery. I think that's very, very crucial to whatever it is we promote, and learning how to align everything using the right colors, fonts, and keeping all the information where people can they can follow along. You can guide them the way you want them to go. So I've been learning a lot of cool stuff on that for now. So that way, when Jason McLean brings his stuff, I'm kind of familiar with it already. It's gonna shock the mind.
So that's going to be part of your program because you have master marketer, yeah.
Yeah, it's just all the courses. That's all it really is. Everything from Facebook, Twitter, remarketing, PPC.
No, but the new course should be added to your master marketers courses, yeah, because
Oh yeah. hmm So all the
Um,
stuff that comes out, we'll get it. So.
awesome, awesome.
I have a question.
How's
It,
it?
is it possible for us to have a session on how to do media, how to get on Twitter, how to get on what to do with LinkedIn, all the different ones, because that is like a foreign language to me. And I know they say, you should, especially like if you're doing YouTube, then you can put it in all the different stuff. But does anybody know how to do all that stuff, how to get signed up? And then once you're signed up, like I'm signed up for Twitter, but I have no idea what to do. A couple of times I wrote something, but I have no idea what I'm doing. Does anybody have any expertise in that area? Because I know you can get clients, visitors that way to your stuff too, but I just don't know
hmm
how to do it.
I don't.
You too?
Mm.
I don't.
Well, the
I
main
don't
thing
either.
is
I
not to
post to
get
Twitter,
involved.
but
Yeah.
I don't care too much about Twitter or Facebook. That's not really what I'm into. But just I guess for social media presence, that's why I have those accounts. But
Yeah, I have accounts, but I don't know how to do anything with them.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I've been to the Google, I mean, not Google, the Facebook advertising through Frank Kern, and I just kind of followed along in the back office. And it's pretty cool stuff. You can really do some what you call it, demographic research on, people that you want to target on Facebook and that sort of thing.
Right, but
But
they're
it's
talking
just
about
something I'm not.
like
Uh,
Pinterest and LinkedIn and Twitter and what are some of the other media?
Instagram
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Instagram
Instagram,
and
Periscope, all of that stuff.
yeah. So Lucinda, have you gotten on some of those?
Well, I do the Facebook quite a bit. I didn't at first even want to be part of Facebook, but I figured if you're in the business world, you really need
Yeah,
to be. And I'm finding it very
exactly.
valuable. One of the main things that I've been taught through my other courses is not to get involved in too many of these because you can't
Hmm.
keep up. I wouldn't get into Twitter at all. It's not my language. I don't want anything to do with it. But
Same here.
I do have a YouTube channel, but I haven't done much of anything with it. But I'm planning on doing more very soon. Um, Again, 2 or 3, but no more because you just can't. You only have so many hours in a day. And the biggest thing with Facebook is, like even with our chat role, when I see somebody that sounds like they might have some interest in common or that, then I like them or they like me, and then I've got them on my group. I don't usually spend a lot of time talking about HTA or anything unless they specifically ask. I just tell them
Hmm.
matter of factly, but to be just sort of friendly with the people, and I think that's the reason why I've had people reach out to me. Is I don't push it. Um,
Yeah.
YouTube is one of the one of the best at this point in time. It's one of the best to get involved in. Um, Now this Bing thing that's coming up this month, January. I'm really interested in that, so I really want to push into that as well. Yeah, I'm having real problems with the Jing to get the screen share. I tried to use the one through Project Breakthrough, and basically, after spending I don't know how much time on the phone with support, they told me to sign up with Jing. That's really easy. So I did. The little sun's there, but I can't. I have problems with that too. And it does take a lot. I'm finding this sort of stuff takes a lot of time for me. Once I get into it, I'm fine. But I do know that YouTube is where I would focus more. And again, when you're chatting with people on Facebook, they may go and check out their friends, see what the friends are involved in. I've got people for my list from that too. But Twitter, you have to know that language. And personally, I just cannot get my head around using a phone to type in.
yeah.
But I don't understand that language either. You'd have to learn all that language that these people, they shorten all the words down. Like what the heck is this? What the heck is that? My sister's better at it. But I think, what's that? She knows what it is. Anyway,
Definitely, YouTube has expertise on anything that you would want to learn on.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
sending you a link right now, Sharon.
I
yeah,
see that. Thank you.
yeah.
I think
And
those
Jerry
are
Banfield is somebody I learned some really cool stuff from too. So.
really good points, Lucinda, about narrowing down the amount of things you get into. I kind of,
Yeah.
even Vic and Jason say, or some of these top people, master one, go to one, master
Yeah.
one, and then go to the next. Because in my experience, Sharon, there's quite a bit of learning curve, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
In all of these, all
For
of these
me
things.
anyway,
yeah.
and to dive into a new arena And what I've learned from one of my teachers in V-Roll is that these different platforms, you have to speak differently because the groups are different. You know, Instagram is a
Yeah.
younger crowd. You know, there's just different ways that we would have to communicate with the people on those different platforms.
Exactly. Snapchat is even younger, or just
Yeah.
oh man,
Well,
you're right
another
on point on
place
that one,
that you
Gary.
might, yeah, another
Hmm.
place you might want to consider is the meetup groups. If you don't know what meetup groups are, the idea is you use the computer to get off the computer. You join up with
That's
groups you
different.
like, and like when I first came to Toronto, and I had written a couple of articles for the Dowsers magazine, and this man emailed me and he said, "Oh, I really like what you've got, and I've been studying all this and about all these crystals under Lake Ontario and stuff." And he came over and brought all his maps and showed me what's going on in the lake, and then he practically strong-armed me into joining a couple of meetup groups. And he said, "These people need to hear from you. A lot of them are in fear about what's happening to them." So I joined up, and I used to go out to quite a few places. They come over and take me out, and I still have. That's where I got my friends, because when I moved to Toronto, by this time, pretty well all my friends were dead. They were all much older than me. So here I am, sitting housebound, and all of a sudden I've got these people coming and taking me out, and we're chatting on the phone, and all this. But anyway, find if there's groups that have interests like you do, then get in there and start talking with them. A friend of
Is there a
mine,
website for it, like meetups?
it's just go meetup groups, meet MEETUP groups, and then it'll send you the information, and you sign up to what you think you're interested in,
Wow, cool.
and then you can decide whether you want to continue on with it. Like I belong to several fibromyalgia groups and other health stuff, and it's pathetic how people are being treated that can't help themselves. But anyway, I belong to a number of these as well, and this is where I get to chat with people in different groups. I get links from them, and we're worldwide. We're really global. The man who
Wow.
started, the man who started the meetup groups, he was in New York City, right in the middle of 9/11. And there he was out on the street helping to rescue people and everything. And he said, until this, he says, I couldn't care less about anybody but myself. And he said, and all of a sudden, here's all these people. New Yorkers are not known for being particularly friendly for anybody, but he said, they're all out there helping one another. And that was when he decided to start these meetup groups. And like they're worldwide. I made up with
That's
people
a
from
really cool
somewhere.
site. Thank you, Lucinda.
Yeah, yeah. So then you can choose. Again, a lot of people join up to a lot. Some of them I go in and I may stay there for a while and go on to others. But anyway, it's also a great place to get more contacts for your leads. A friend of mine that he's not into HTA, but the two of us went and took these courses from Amazon for marketing on Amazon, and he's joining that. So now he's setting up an e-commerce group for meetup groups.
Hmm.
So now I can bring people from some of these other things, and we can all get together and physically meet one another. That's what I find is really important. Like I used to work for one of the big oil companies, and I had all the service station accounts in southern Ontario. So, but I had work. I had to go to a lot of different departments. So I would not put it in the mailbox, but I would physically go to that department and introduce myself to these people that I've been talking to maybe for years. And you wouldn't believe how much better you get along with people when you can get out and meet them face to face. Of course, like JJ, it'll be a little while before I make it to Hawaii, but I'm coming again.
Oh, nice.
All right,
Nice.
all right, all
And
right.
while we're on that, I just want to add a little something. Like I bought the ticket for Las Vegas, and I haven't been feeling any particular go, not like the last summit was. And my sister said to me, I've got some those airline points, and she wanted to know if I wanted them, and she said it's enough to get me to the States and back again.
Wow. That is really awesome.
So all of a sudden, without even thinking about it, it looks like I've got my ticket paid for too.
Means it's meant to be. Meant to see you over there.
Yeah, well, I'm quite sure I'll be there, but we definitely all have to start getting money coming in.
Yeah, exactly. Because
we will.
I really run myself low now, but at the same time, I know that if I'm meant to go somewhere, the money's there. Like I went to Hawaii for a month by myself, and you know how expensive Hawaii is when you're by yourself? It cost me over $10,000.
Wow, those kind of expensive guavas you ate, huh?
Yeah. And yet, even with this, I mean, this Hawaiian lady took me under her wing. I stayed at their place. I went to the Hawaiian sovereignty meetings. I climbed Mauna Loa by myself.
Way to go, Lucinda.
She took me to the sacred sites. And I said, oh, this energy's all boiling up. It's coming up through my feet and spiraling through me. And she says, oh, that'll be the ancestors. And she's saying to me, is so-and-so here, so-and-so here? I'm going, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. And then we went back to the meetings. There must have been over 50 people she mentioned. I don't know. It just came to me. And she said, so-and-so was there, and this one was there, and that one wasn't, and everything like this. What a memory the Hawaiian people have for their ancestors.
Cook you, man.
It's amazing. And then I went through the middle of a erupting volcano in the middle of the night with Japanese, was it the ambassador or something for the islands? I forget. Andy something. Anyway, him and this other lady, and we're walking hand in hand through the middle of an erupting volcano in the middle of the night.
Wow.
Yeah, I had some pretty amazing experiences. But the thing is, don't fear. Don't worry about it. If you worry about it, you're putting a negative into it.
That's absolutely right.
Simply,
absolutely right. Thank you, love.
Visualization is the main thing that will get you through things. The last time I finally successfully quit smoking was by visualization. Every morning and every night for 5 minutes, I go over why I should continue smoking and the benefits of not smoking for a year before I said, okay, I'm going to be alone for 5 days. This is the time I'm going to do it. And that was the time I successfully quit because I spent 5 minutes twice a day visualizing what's going to happen.
What did you quit smoking? Cigarettes or pakalolo?
No, I never smoked.
If you got some, let me have it then. I'll take it off your hands.
No. Not into that. Highly allergic to it. Cigarettes were bad enough. But, it's just, visualization is so important, and that's here, you know, like, see yourself doing it. Your whole body. Get your body involved.
Yes, you are absolutely right.
Greg Braden wrote the book Isaiah Factor. Have any of you seen that or read it?
I haven't.
It's about the prophet Isaiah, and he was saying that the true way to get ahead is to visualize everything. You don't pray for rain. You pray rain. You see the parched soil, and then you see the rain coming down and everything getting lush and green. That's the way you do everything, is put your emotions, your feelings into it. So let's get this going.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Actually,
Can we look forward to next week then?
Sure.
Well, I appreciate you guys' time today. I'm glad we got on. You know, I mean, we just need to do this. I need to do this. This is something that I'm making sure that I need to do. So we'll be here next week, same time, same channel on Thursday. Okay?
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome. So much energy comes from getting together with people of like mind.
That's right. That's absolutely right. Synchronicity.
Right.
Hey, Sharon.
New Year's.
Sharon, I'm gonna Facebook call you like about a couple minutes after we finish, just to talk about our our program we're working. Is that right? Maybe a minute or two we can talk.
Okay. Well, Garen wanted to talk to me too. So,
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Just a minute or two. I know Gary will call you, so. And then I need to talk to Gary too, if we can talk a little bit about next week.
Okay.
Maybe I'll talk to you over the weekend, Gary. We can
Okay.
get on Facebook also.
Okay.
so okay. So,
Anyway,
Garen, are you going to contact me then after
Yes.
JJ? Okay.
Yeah. Even if we can't do the screenshot, I'll probably be able to. I'll just get onto my AdWords account and we'll just walk through. You know, you put it in like a keyword search and then see if we can get some numbers showing up for you.
Okay.
If you don't have screen share.
Well, if you tell me how to do it, I could probably do it, but I don't.
JJ, how can you guide her on that?
Actually, Sharon, when you go to your screen and you go to the left and you see the green arrow,
Yeah.
that's the screen share. Just press the green arrow. Can you press the green arrow?
Yep.
Okay, it'll show entire screen on your screen. You click
So share
that
your screen.
entire screen.
Share.
There's selections that you need to make, right? There you go.
There it is.
Okay.
Nice.
Got it.
You just go wherever you need to go, and then you can show Garen what you need to show him.
Okay.
Way to go, Sharon.
Can we just stay on? Can we just stay on this line? JJ?
I'm done already. I need to check off. So if you
Okay.
guys wanted to, it's fine. Actually, we should stop the broadcast because it'll continue to
Oh yeah, right. Okay.
the kind. Actually, she can contact you first, and I'll contact her later on if that's
Okay.
what she wants to do.
Well, JJ,
Yeah.
I'm not sure how long I'm going to be here because we have to go do some stuff.
No,
But
no problem.
yeah, I do need to talk to
It
you.
doesn't have to be today. So, like I'm saying, if you and Gary need to get together, do it, and then we'll talk later. Either way.
Okay.
Talk to you guys later. Aloha.
All right.
Aloha.
Happy New Year's,
Mahalo.
everyone.